I figured, fuck it, we'll do it live.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead of say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages of vacant. Modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chilling with Sasquatch, or as I prefer to call it, Confessions of a Retired Troll. So I sent out like a whole boatload of invitations. I got various levels of interest in the whole concept, but I got one backstage. I'm going to drag her out right out front for everybody to look at and go, do that thing you do. Kabam. Say hi.
Hey.
Excellent job. You did a fantastic job. I'm proud of you.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you
What's going on with you?
Not much. Chilling.
Right. Hello, Mama Noel. Good to see you. So I had this whole show set up, and then my OBS literally seconds before the stream. Like, I shit you not, it was like a countdown to destruction. I reached over and went to click the button, and it just didn't do it. I went, what in the hell? And then
What
it
the
just
heck?
blacked out, and it said it was still running and that it was in operation and that it was using my camera and mic, but it wasn't there. There was nothing I could do with it. I couldn't launch OBS again because it was already running, and I couldn't stop OBS because it wasn't running. So I did a full restart, a full regrease. So we got two things that are fixing to happen. One, you're going to talk for a little while I fix this shit. Congratulations, you're a co-host. Do that thing. You can ask
All
me.
right. What's up, everybody?
This ain't one of those shows, by the way. So let me resize everything because I don't know if you've have you started messing with OBS at all yet?
No.
You're still using. See, my StreamYard sucks. My StreamYard will not play a video. Look at this trash. Look at this.
It's because your OBS is connected to your StreamYard. If you take your OBS off and then just go
What
into
the hell does
StreamYard,
StreamYard have to do with my OBS? It's not attached at all. I
but you're
have
going through it, right?
do it backwards. I do it the other way. I use my OBS to control my desktop sound. My desktop sound's carried through on my mic in one channel to StreamYard so that when I push this freaking button over here, it should play my freaking video with no echoes. But watch what happens. This has been driving me crazy. I've been doing this for like over and over again for 2 days.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always.
All right, screw
It played just fine.
Why does it? Okay, I just restarted my computer. That's nightmarish. That is nightmarish. Oh my God, it made a liar out of me. I've done that 100 times in the past 2 days, and every single time you saw where it stopped before, right? It played like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, it froze. It's done it every single time in StreamYard. Suddenly it played. Gotta love Sasquatch, right? It's Sasquatch.
You kind of have rubbed off on me. Yeah.
You have technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
I am a technical issue. All right. So the general premise here is, why do trolls troll? And what is the purpose of a troll? Do trolls have a purpose, and are they inherently evil?
Equal was that the last word you said?
Evil.
Oh, evil. Okay.
The devil. Is a troll inherently evil?
No.
No. So it is possible to have a good troll.
Yes.
What? Wait, what did you say?
Yes.
A good troll.
Yes.
And what is the look? How does how would you identify
the verbiage being used?
The verbiage. So if he speaks properly, he is a good troll.
No. Okay. The content in which they're speaking.
Oh, so if he speaks about the right things, then he is a good troll.
Yeah, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So he could be extremely verbose in his blue language and still be a good troll.
Could.
Okay. Do you remember the guy who was standing outside the place with the "I deep throat the whole boot" sign? Do you remember that dude's name? YouTube will not keep me subscribed to him, so I cannot find him. I can't just go in my videos. It just bounces off every time. But that guy right there is the reason why free speech exists.
Yes, Picard. There you go.
Is what it is? What it is?
It's Michael Picard.
Exactly. All right. So, would you say that this guy is a troll?
Yes.
Okay. We can agree on that. That he is there simply to administer controversy into a situation that previously only had a mild controversy, but with his addition of his single statement, turned it into a major controversy. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Why? Is not speech free?
Well, it's supposed to be free.
That him standing there with a sign that says "I deep throat the whole boot" is antagonistic to the other people that were at that location protesting.
I'm sure they feel that way.
They would feel that way, wouldn't they? It would be in their best interest to feel that way. So he is exactly the type of thing First Amendment's designed to protect. Mm-hmm. It's there to protect the absurd, no matter how absurd. It doesn't matter. So should you let a crazy person stand on a soapbox and spout whatever he wants? Have you been to Fifth Avenue lately?
They're not hurting anybody.
Right. No, they do that anyway. Even if you arrest them weekly, daily, monthly, they're back. Mm-hmm. 2 seconds later, you've got somebody else. And these are like real hardcore trolls. They're real life trolls, like IRL. Right? I don't know. What is the worst type of trolling that you've encountered yourself?
The worst? I don't think I've had that bad.
You're lucky. You're very lucky you didn't come across a and well, actually, no, I take that back. You're not lucky. You're not a grifter.
Okay.
If you were out there trying to mook people out of money every day for your next fix, you'd have a very different crowd,
Oh, I'm sure.
right?
Hmm.
So, I mean, that concept of a good troll is exactly the reason why I got out of trolling in the general point. See, first of all, I was
What,
gonna
you were a troll?
oh yes, sir. I did things. I did things wondrous to tell.
No.
I might have known a few people willing to completely ruin a channel out of hand just because, it offended one of us. Uh, these individuals used techniques that I don't even really want to repeat here because some of them are quite nefarious and you can fully be a full-on excellent mod and troll the shit out of a channel.
Oh, yes.
You could be full on positive for the channel. Every word and action you take, with the exception of a single choice on like link setups, you can decide how many people are in a given chat. And if there are two of you that are modded and y'all are in agreement as to what y'all are doing, oh well, your channel just will not grow. It can't. There'll never be more than two or three people in a chat. And what's more, you never speak in chat. You just pop up as a ghost mod that nobody remembers. You catch that moderator status and you sit back and you don't do nothing for 18 months. And then you go back and see what they're doing. And if they're still doing that grifting shit, well, you got a key to the kingdom. Let's see how well it works with two people in chat. Right? That's
Right.
full on rogue mod status. But I'm such an old mod. Even when they go clean out their closet, they're like, okay, no, but he's been a mod since day one. He's never done anything negative. They will go to the match defending you, and the whole time it's like, stop taking money from people. You are straight up begging on the street corner in the back seat of your car with 5 hungry children. Go get a job, get off that shit, and get your shit straight.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, I will ruin your channel. I never say that out loud. That's not how that works, but it's not just me. There are other people that function on this same mentality. Specifically, all right, I had a particular target channel that I worked around. Recovery channels where people are not recovering but are using the channel to finance their Avid for another 6 months.
I've come across one or two lately.
I will not even go anywhere near. I can spot them a mile away, man.
It's crazy.
I might have been one of those people once, but I'm not. I'm no
Right.
longer a person like that. But there's many things I'm no longer a person that does. I'm retired. All of that nefarious shit. So, I'm not going to name names. Oh, I got a thing for that. I made a thing specifically for that. It was supposed to pop up right after.
I troll myself, I confess.
All names have been changed. Dick innocent. None of these crackers are innocent. But listen, I'm still not going to name names because, I mean, what are you supposed to do? They proved perfect example. You remember George? You came on with us. I went to his channel to demolish it, but I happened to catch him on a morning after when he was absolutely obliterated. And I sat there and watched him dump absolutely everything he owned down a toilet and then pass out. And then 12 hours later, when he went live, he was like, I don't even know what I was thinking. But here's the thing. The difference is he stayed straight up live for almost 2 days. Every time he would go down, he'd restart it immediately because he was going to get clean this time. Even though he relapsed on that attempt, you could see the grit in that man's character that he would succeed eventually.
Right.
If it didn't kill him first. And at that point in time, he was a heavy alcoholic. He was strung out on every drug known to man. accept crack because he had actually quit crack at that point. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I should probably do something with the chat, shouldn't I? That's usually what happens right here. You know, I had this idea that I was just going to put this up and leave it up for a little while. Hold up, let me. I was just going to sit
Nice.
and see how many people come in and go out and look at that. It's just going to be. And I mean, I thought about it real hard, real hard. I was sit here and drink, and just watch the number go up and down. Never make the sound, never do anything. Put buttons over here and put up banners like this one. This is a good one. I forgot about this one. All names are redacted, and no one cares if you feel victimized. We don't. Sorry, you've got feelings. They're over there. They're in your whole world over there, and y'all can have them. All up to you. I'm not talking personally. I'm talking about the troll mentality. You
Mm-hmm.
are simply characters on a freaking screen. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing more to it. You might be an AI. You might be an Asian dude in Southeast Asia. You might be a chubby kid from Taiwan. We have no idea, and we don't care. Don't care. Vast field of shit I don't get. I don't know why, Mr. I wonder if this is non-functional. No, he's late too. Apparently, everybody's having problems. Has anybody else had issues with their OBS going slam to hell in a bucket? Because mine just fried my whole brain open. Absolutely. And it's still doing weird shit. Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's like a weird little sound that's happening over. There's an echo in my OBS somewhere, and I can't find it. I have
Mm-hmm.
isolated it. It's over there in its own corner playing with itself. But I can't get rid of it. I don't get it. No, it's not you. It's not you.
Okay.
I can just see it. No, it's always there. Always. It's been there since I set all of this up in the first place. So it's something fundamental that I listed down or connected or did
Right.
inappropriately. I always thought it was that cheap ass V8 card I had. And when I replaced it with this one, well, I guess not. You know, because suddenly not only does it have that echo, I can actually hear it in my earphones when I talk.
Mm-hmm.
Not as an echo, but like as a reverb. So like it doesn't interfere with me having a conversation like an echo tends to, but it does draw my sound out to myself. But you can't hear it.
Right.
I have been through 10 people. Nobody can hear it but me. So I'm just working my way around it. I'm just ignoring it. Right? What else am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. So,
Let's figure out
who got
that.
the gold? Oh, I'm echoing that.
Now you're great. That's perfect. All right. We got ATL. Wait, no.
Swiss
The
Miss.
Swiss Miss count. Does she get the gold?
Yes.
We're gonna give her the gold this time. Swiss Miss gets the gold. ATL gets the silver, and Press Harder gets the bronze. So welcome to the show, folks. We got Mama Gnome. It's good to see you. Captain Caveman. Dude, we're famous. We got Captain Caveman.
Hell yeah.
We made it. Let's see. For public safety, John Denicola. Got Russell Sperry. Wandering Hippie got an invite over here, and he hasn't showed up unless I sent him the wrong link. Shit,
Well,
I
he
bet
was in chat. I mean,
he was in chat. And
yeah.
we'll see. We got for public safety. Word 'em up TV.
Word 'em up.
Word 'em up. Snark and Sass boopied me. Boopy. Can you boopy?
Nope. And I
You
will
can't
not try to.
Boopy.
No.
You got to boop. Okay.
She's mad at me.
She's mad at you. Well,
Yeah.
She has opinions.
Yeah. That's
There you go.
everybody's entitled to one.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Word 'em up.
Yep. We got Press Harder still here. Mama Nolan's still here. Y'all been talking. Blue Unicorns in the house. Tyler
Well,
Arnold.
you haven't addressed them, so it's a good thing they are chatting away because
Right. I'm being a terrible host, but that's not what this show is really about. It's more about the definitions, the need of trolling. Why do people need to troll? Aurora Transparency's come through.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie and Bean.
Hello, everybody.
Is it Biggie and Bean, Mr. Ward?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I thought so. When he changed his name in my brain, it didn't transfer for some reason. I keep seeing it and I go, I know that dog. Who's that? I'll have to go to his channel and figure, oh, I know who that is. And I've done it 24 times. It just don't stick.
Yes, some trolls are evil for sure.
Well, some trolls just don't care. That's the thing is I'm not
Well,
sure.
that's what makes them evil. Is
I'm
that they
not sure
don't
that
care.
them
And that's
people.
that line between a
We got
good and a
Fat
bad
Daddy
troll.
44 in the house. Looky there. Of course we're famous. We're already
No.
famous. We made it. Uh-oh.
Tyler Arnold.
I'm still rolling through. We got Joe Ox Cop Watch. Joe Ox, is that right? is that
I don't
clean?
know. I'm not.
Like
I went all the way up. I'm at Fab Daddy 44. Did you say that
sounds
one?
clean, on. All right. That word. That's the guy I'm trying to joke. Ox. I don't know how a comma works in the middle of the word. It doesn't make any sense.
I would just be like KS Cobwatch. Forget the.
Yeah, no, ATL. That's called a reaction thing here. Help you out with that.
Biggie Bean is Harry Nutt's daughter.
Biggie Bean. Okay, right. No, George Ward is
Bean and W.
Bean and W.
Yeah,
That's
something
right.
like that.
Or W and Bean or something like that. Right.
Mhm.
No, I get those crossed up. That's why it won't stick in my head. Because the both of those came into existence and into my awareness at the same time. And when he changed the name, and then there were two of them, and I don't know who's who in my head, I can't figure it out. Oh, I had a thing. So we're gonna have to watch a few commercials because everything I had set up crashed before the show. But
Okay.
I figure we will treat this sort of loosely as a reaction type thing, sort of like what they do with ATL's videos.
Sure.
But if you're not familiar with the artist NFX, if you go to YouTube Studio and you look on non-copyrighted material, you will find a half dozen of his songs that are available.
Netflix.
NFX. I'm pretty Netflix.
Netflix.
Is it Netflix?
Yes, Netflix.
Okay.
Netflix.
I'll buy that.
That's what. But what did you say? What did you call it?
NFX.
I never. Yeah, no, I've never heard that.
I watched an interview a couple of days when I first found the channel. There's this one interview, and I swear I heard someone say NFX. But it's probably Netflix. I'm freaking retarded. And
I know it's Netflix. I'm
totally
not going to argue that point.
School, so, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably wrong. I generally assume I am wrong, and then we build from there. Hey, Real Jingy, good to see you, brother, sister, and brethren, whichever one. Sasquatch.
Yeah.
But he's got this whole list, these different playlists of non-copyrighted musics, and he's already broken them down into different little styles and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in theory, supposedly, playing these do not get you copyrighted, and I can sort of prove it because I've already uploaded 3 or 4 videos using several of these songs.
You won't, yeah. No,
it slips
any
right
song you use, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Mm-mm.
Unless you use the ones that are official videos, and then it doesn't work. So it's not just anything he produces; it's specifically what he produces for public consumption.
All of theirs is copyright free.
Not all of it. I can't remember. I don't think so. I can't remember which one it was. I uploaded. There was one I used for a montage, and it caught a copyright, or maybe it was one of those bogus ones. I didn't leave it up long. I didn't leave it up long enough to clear. I was just like, oh, copyright, and deleted it, and did a different thing. I didn't think about that. I should have left it up for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was up maybe 10, 15 minutes. I've had some copyrights take a week to clear. You know, I didn't think about that. Do you ever get like fake copyrights like ATL's talking about? Where they take your content, upload it, and then react to it, and then copyright claim your content retroactively?
No, nobody wants my content.
I'm sure that that meditation stream's gonna really burn up the midnight oil. Let me tell you,
Mm-hmm.
it's so controversial. It's just gonna break the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's pretty good. I want to do one of my
As long as I stay focused, it's good.
Just don't get off on a tangent. Your meditation
I can't
stream,
help it.
bong rips in the background.
I know. I'm getting better. I mean, I'm learning.
Hey, whatever, however you want to do it, man. I know one guy, all he does for his stream is sit in his grow room and smoke weed all day.
And that's great, right? And he's probably sitting there.
Dude,
just
the only
chilling.
problem I have with it is he needs better noise cancellation to get rid of the coughing.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to hire someone to sit just off camera, and when he goes, just hit mute. That'd be their only fucking job.
Yeah.
All they need to do. Suddenly that channel's 10,000% better. How much of this have you listened to?
Of Netflix?
Yeah.
I can't say all of it, but I would say at least half.
Well, I went looking through earlier, and I had picked out a couple of fucking songs. I can't remember what they were, but I do remember which ones I have seen. Oh, I know which one it was. Okay. Go away. I don't like you. Not happy songs, it's angry songs. It's not functional. Why is everything broken? I don't get it. See, it doesn't back up. What does it just roll all the way through? Oh, that's
You
terrible.
began a guided meditation video in your living room, but now you're taking.
I don't like this at all. Did I just like miss a YouTube update or something?
Hello, Luke. I don't know.
Yeah, we're having terrible technical difficulties, or at least my computer might be fixing to catch on
Luke,
fire
please.
all down the hill. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's kind of doing this weird heartbeat glitch. I don't like this. Okay, well, we're gonna pretend like it's not happening.
In other news,
right? Man, that's very distracting. I don't know what to make of that. Is that working? Okay, no, everything's working. It's just doing it in a throb. Whew. Maybe somebody doesn't want the troll to speak. Something scary. Chill songs, badass songs, happy songs, angry songs.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss of making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain, I just wanna be greatness.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself and my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. If you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'm making it top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than
maybe where he's from.
Hit go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent.
This is a true story. my mama grew up in a place a little bit north of here in Georgia where rice, the white stuff you cook on the stove and water, and ass rhyme. You figure that one out, and I'll show you the clan that I'm speaking of. I will kiss yo ice. I kid you not. Why? Why? Just this little group of people over here around this lake. Nowhere else. Nowhere else I've ever heard it. And I didn't know it was that unique until I ended up in Texas and got a free Philly Texas cheesesteak, I guess it would be. It was the best cheesesteak I ever ate in my life. And he just stared bullets at me when I said Philly cheesesteak. He said, really? I was like, yes, sir. And after talking for a few minutes, the guy that did the cooking comes around and looks at us and goes, where are y'all from? Like, Georgia. He said, Edenton, right? That's pretty close, dude. Like, you're not far off. That's 20 miles over there somewhere, He's like, tell you what, I'll pay for your meal. Stick around long enough to talk to my wife when she comes. Free meal. Shit, this is awesome. Yep. A couple hours, be fine. No problem. I got no plans. And by the way, keep the coffee coming. Right? So chick comes in, turns out she had grown up just across the line over here in a different county, probably 10 miles from where I grew up. And her aunt lived up there around that lake clan. And while she didn't directly have that accent, he had heard it and recognized it when I was doing a smart ass imitation of how people talk. I was just joking, but you know how when it just sometimes pops perfectly, and that's what I was talking like my mama is what it come down to. I was imitating mama, and that's her accent. That's the way they talk. Yeah. Okay. Rice, ice, ice. These three different things. It's too subtle for the human ear to hear. But they can tell the difference. It's ridiculous. There's a few other words like that, but none of them jump to mind quite like that.
And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing, I'll regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. And insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate bitch, you know where to find me. If you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
I can dig it. I mean, not quite. Which one? Oh.
If you're a content creator and want to create the best looking content, you should check out the Motion Array Marketplace. My name is Eric.
What did it pick?
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
Keep going on,
play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people
What is this? What is this? What is this? What is?
What is the name of the song?
What is the linky link thing?
Oh, it's what song are you playing?
This is Free Me, I think.
Okay,
It's
that one is
on the copyright list.
that one is Fight Back.
You won't fight back. Immortal's a real good one. That was the first one I stumbled across by here. And it very nearly became my permanent theme song. But like I said, start taking things a little more seriously, I suppose.
I don't know if we can handle that, man.
Dude, that's the official video one. All right.
The one, what?
Yeah. It's on the copyright free list. It says it's the official video. I'm wondering if showing it's the issue.
Soldier is good too. What's up, anyway?
I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and past. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being you. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you just freaked out. Get ready for defeat now. I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change. Don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave. Cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change. Everybody stays the same. So be different.
I got a playlist of nothing but Netflix.
I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. Marching to
Did that turn it down on your end?
And just like a soldier,
Yeah.
It's still coming in like super
I keep
high.
on moving forward.
No, it's lower.
Can y'all hear it in the chat?
I'm marching to the silver. And just like a soldier.
All right, brother, I'll share that out for sure. I was looking at something. There we go. Go check out Eli's thing. He does a similar sort of thing to what I do, but he sometimes brings in 2 or 3 different channels at a time to do discussions about specific topics, generally paranormal. It's neat. I don't know how better to explain it. I mean, there's other stuff there too, and the people there do like all kinds of stuff, but they're all that sort of paranormal type bent, topic, and they're all slightly different types. So if you'd like to crawl down a rabbit hole, there are plenty over in that field, let me tell you.
I don't know where he moved to, but yeah, he lived like not too far from me.
Yeah. Well, I hope you moved to a better place, dude. Although that sounds a little bit dark. I don't mean it to. It does kind of sound dark. For better and better reasons, I suppose. I'm going to shut the fuck up.
It's ridiculous, I'm spitting this meticulous and limitless. While others out there spitting shit got hits up on the charts and shit. I see why other artists quit, cause people don't reward good shit. They love to hate, but hate to live. Society, you swing and miss. And honestly, I get it. Promise me you won't regret it. Wasting energy, forget it. Don't look back, go on and get it. Bite the bullet just a bit. Bite your tongue and don't say shit. Make your actions hard to miss. Be a legend, not a myth. Yeah. It's obnoxious that I'm conscious. Rapping honest as promise. Try to harness. As an artist, stay modest. It's a long quest. I will not quit till 10,000 people going off. When I drop this, I gotta make it now. Swear to God, I'm breaking out. Swear to God, I'll take a bow. Stand the stage with the crowd, cause I got it figured out. I'm just honest and I'm loud. Say I'm modest, but I'm proud. No, I never had a doubt.
Like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. I'm marching
Oh yeah, Rory, you'll enjoy that. Don't just go check out his content though. A lot of the best parts of that type of community.
You're in low. You're coming in low.
The best part about that type of a community is going to check out the content that the people in the community make, because some of those folks they're dedicated. They're doing their thing just the way they want to do it. You've got people who are reading tarot cards, people doing Zoroastrianism, people doing crystals. You've got, I mean, the full gambit in a full life-size, real variety pack. It's all that stuff and more. I can't even limit it to. I can't even really limit it to paranormal stuff, because some of the people that come in the community aren't that at all. They're just there to hang out and be cool, I guess. I don't know. It's a pretty cool place. I dig it. What's your next choice? That was pretty good.
You didn't play you couldn't find the fight back? Is that what you said?
The fight back one. No, that's streaming. Where's it at?
It's all copyright free, I'm telling you.
Where'd it go? I seen it. It's done RUNNOFT. Why would it RUNNOFT? There it is. Kadoosh. Trying to wait until hold up before that starts. Trying to wait until my StreamYard comes around to pay for another year. I'm gonna do the YouTube premium at the same time, so they'll both re-up at the same time, and I won't have to worry about is it this month or next month, what the hell ever. I've got like, I don't know, another 2 months to wait. That sounds kind of dorky, but I'm just that type of an ass mug. Honestly, I don't want to give YouTube a fucking dime if I can help it. If I can help it, I'd rather not. I mean, I feel like they are working directly against me and some of my favorite creators to keep us from actually making any type of direct hit. Now, you look at my channel and the way it grows. What you don't see in the background is me going into every live stream that pops off. I'm in there for at least a few minutes, and I don't mean just 30 seconds and leaving so that the light counts. I mean, I'm in there for a few minutes. Even if I don't say nothing, I might be over here doing some editing or typing or chatting in yet a third live stream over there, or modding somebody else's. What are we going to talk about? We've talked. I don't know. It's like, hi, how you doing? If nobody says anything, I move on. Sometimes I'm driving. I'll just leave it over there playing, you know. I'm like the ghost in the freaking machine. I'm working on trying to turn into a nuclear cockroach. Are you familiar with the nuclear cockroach?
No.
Okay. So you've heard the myth that a cockroach can't be killed by radiation, right?
Nope.
Okay, so there was always this big deal back in the 50s that the world would be inherited by cockroaches because it takes an absurd
They never
amount
die.
to kill them. But yeah, it just takes a lot to kill them, and it also takes a lot of radiation to kill them. And they can breed and reproduce after being irradiated.
Eradicated?
Irradiated.
I know.
Radioactive. Glow in the dark glow bugs.
I got it.
Like a self-lighting glass floored parking lot. So there's all these B movies about bugs taking over in the future after irradiated wasteland and all that crap, right? Well, there's a little bit of gimme there, because they're not quite that tough. But the idea of the radioactive cockroach means that even with radiation, you can't kill them. And so the idea is that you spawn a channel with a level of success, and then you create another channel in its shadow, and another channel as you build in tiers. And as that occurs, your different channels are all creating slightly different communities, because they're all slightly different times, different methods, different stuff. And there's, in theory, this critical mass that you would reach that people like Penguin, what's his name? Moist Critical and Penguin Zero.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
There's this kind of critical mass you reach where they kind of synergize off of each other. Because people that never met each other are both fans, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't even know he had another channel," and you know what I mean? And when
Yeah.
you got 4 of them doing that, most people just don't look far enough. Like Sinatra has had 5 channels, I think, and he started off and he got depatroned and then depersoned and then defunded and then devoiced, and now he does like this little group stream thing, kind of like we're doing here,
Mhm.
where they react to different news stories and whatnot. It's kind of like a radio show podcast thing. Pretty neat if you like that sort of thing. It's hit or miss for me. Depends on the specific episode, but
Right.
uh, they sometimes get a little more political than I would care to be involved with, and sometimes they got this one guy named Drunkle.
Trunkle.
He's basically your drunken uncle. He's like Scottish or something and absolutely horrible. It's great. He's one of those people that the First Amendment was designed to protect.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even sure he actually has a channel. Every time I sub to it, when I find one, I find out that it's a clone account or a fake or it's not him. It's just random crap uploaded, or maybe it is him and he just uploads random crap. I can never be sure, but I was subbed to 5 of them at one point in time, and I went screw it and went out and unsubbed all of them because I don't know which one's which, so why would I bother?
Luke likes Trunkle.
Does he have an actual channel? Like,
I don't know.
there?
That's-
Yeah, no, Drunkle's hilarious. I just don't think I've ever actually seen him on anything other than Sinatra set. Or maybe he's just a character Sinatra does. I don't know.
You can go get some used cockroaches over at Aurora Transparency.
Awesome. You hit them buggers with boric acid, baby. Just lay it thick, and then close up the place for about a week. Come in and vacuum everything out. You're good.
Luke's all now that I know.
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, I don't, not at all. Did I ever tell you my very first idea for a channel?
You've told me about a lot of ideas. We
I had
can't
several
even
ideas.
get through a show on the topic. So
Very first one that I pitched. Have you ever heard of Bearing? There's an Australian political channel called Bearing and Sugar Tits, and it's a husband and wife duo that do comedy, songs, all kinds of crap. Okay, well, first of all, freaking hilarious. Second of all, I've used maybe 3 of his songs for intros on previous sessions.
drop a link. Meow. What's up, Princess OPD?
You know, her cat is 17 years old.
No, look, it's got to be coming on 18 or 18 because I've been hearing that for the past year. So
I am not doubting. I'm not doubting. We fixed the pen problem together. She now makes notes. No problem. Have you seen the notes? She makes plenty of notes. She does good. Bearing wrote World's Biggest Cunt. That guy. Bearing. This.
Does that say 536,000 subscribers?
Yes, sir. But, 5 years ago or so, you didn't have nearly that many. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was a Caucasian Sasquatch. I was 45 different profiles back then. God knows which one of them it was that I was interacting with him with. I mean, I don't know. How would you know? I don't know. And I did it. but the pitch was, I pitched a Church of Bearing, just a channel based around the reverence. Have you ever heard of Pastafarianism? Same concept, but this guy would be the actual sacrament. The sacrosanct martyr would be Bearing, and all of his words have like a holy zeal laid behind them, and that would be the basis of the channel. I thought it would be funny.
Maybe.
But then I saw it's kind of weird because I came across some other channels where they had basically picked a particular YouTuber to kind of focus on. And they were basically doing kind of a similar thing, not like the church of, but more like the cult of, because that was right around that Onision thing when it went slam belly up, and people started realizing that there were millions and millions and millions of subs involved in this stuff, and some tiny percent of them have evil intentions, and most YouTubers are utterly narcissistic to a fault.
I agree with that.
I mean, you wouldn't get into this unless you were to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to be. Or something would have to push you into it. I mean, do you feel like YouTube sucks your life out of your system, out of your existence, your soul, maybe? Is that the camera? Or forgive me, Susan, for I've sinned. Right,
yes, of course it does.
That's exactly how this should have started. As soon as it came up, I should have my sunglasses on. Forgive me, Susan, for I've sinned. And pop the sunglasses. That would have been great. It's too bad I'm not a producer and don't have my own show. Damn. Could have done something cool, right?
You still can.
I guess I could. But anyway, that guy, he's kind of
Well, I sub, so I'll check him out.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
Alright.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back.
I like this one.
Yeah. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they're giving them, you're not, think it's straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south.
You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back.
What? Like for real?
I don't know.
I feel like I might have read something about that at some point. I don't think I have. Hey, Ernie. Sent you a link if you're interested. I think it did. Did I send the wrong link to everybody? You got the right link.
You started getting ready for bed with soothing sounds.
All right. That's
And now you're ready to fall asleep.
yes, I
Keep your ASMR.
am. No. Soldier. Didn't we just listen to Soldier?
Soldier, yes.
Yeah. Big rap like
Was it? Right.
how will I sit up in the nosebleeds? How will I stop until they know me?
Let's see what they call me a God's about. Okay. I guess that clears it up. Hey, Walter. Good to see you, bro.
I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Oh! Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. Wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
This might be my comeback tune. It's actually pretty good. Till I'm on top. How's that?
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward.
He's gonna pop up and leave. Look at him. And that's
Bye, Alicia.
Like, look at the show. Thanks for coming. I guarantee he was about sitting there about halfway through the stream, and he was like, "I wonder if I got an email." What's going on, brother?
No.
You got any questions about trolls?
No. I know I got a few of them now. They like me now.
What do they do?
Well, I got that guy Frauditor who steals my videos.
Oh, jeez.
He literally downloads my video and puts it on it, like the entire thing. He's done it like 3 times already. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. It's just kind of crazy. I'm getting real popular with him.
Well,
I gave him a lot. I've given him a lot of shit because he's been on a couple other channels, and I always give him a lot of shit. So they kind of come after me now.
I couldn't imagine you being angry.
Yeah, that happens usually when you stick up for yourself or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, people get all kind of offended when you start telling the truth.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You
they
get
don't like it when you speak up.
you get an honest streak in you, and suddenly you're the devil himself.
You got new air conditioning put in.
Fantastic. I might be
Yep.
coming up to Atlanta this weekend. What you doing?
Wait, this weekend?
Saturday? I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't think anything.
All right, I'll hit you in the email. We'll figure that one out. What's up, Freaky
Yeah,
P?
you can step on in.
I don't know. I might come up there. I was thinking about getting a hotel, hanging out. I was kind of considering on last time I went to Atlanta. I tried to go to the zoo and the aquarium on 2 separate days, back to back, and I couldn't get the aquarium booked on the right day. And I'd like to go
The,
check.
the aquarium is the place to go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be awesome. Let me tell you something
Yeah.
about the Atlanta Zoo. The Atlanta Zoo is better than Freaknet. You go down yonder, I'm not joking, you cannot stand in a place anywhere in that zoo where you can't see 2 different drink carts, and there is only $12 waters and, like, $3 Bacardis. That's all they have. It was, like, $15 waters and $2 Bacardis. It was ridiculous. I got
What?
absolutely freaking hammered.
What at the zoo?
At the zoo, yes, sir. It must have been 100. I've got some pictures of that. Dude, I went I went to the zoo in a bright painter's outfit, head to toe, that was tie-dyed, rainbow colored, and that was my day trip outfit for the zoo, and I went with with my current she was my girlfriend at the time, my current wife, and, uh another buddy of ours, and we went up there. And while I was wandering around, this one, what are they called? Capuchin, red capuchin monkey. Maybe it's not a monkey. Maybe it's something, but it's something like a monkey. It's a little person about this big, and
Little coffee monkey.
some little tiny thing, beautiful little animal. But I was sneaking me a cigarette. You're not supposed to smoke in there, and I was sneaking a cigarette over by a group of trees, and I was sitting there, and this thing reached down and grabbed my ear and then climbed down on my shoulder and stroked my hair. And I was like, and then I heard somebody go, "Psst, hey, come here, man." And there was one of the zoo people were standing there, and I like hid my cigarette. He's like, I don't give a shit about that. Just walk with me. And we walked over to a little place, went through a door. They caught the monkey. And was like, we've been after her for a couple hours. I was like, cool. But I think she was intrigued by the colors because I was in a tie dyed outfit. I got to find a picture of that. I got a couple around somewhere.
Yeah, I'm used to the Bronx Zoo. That's if you like zoos, that should be at the top of your list.
Zoos
The Bronx Zoo.
I love animals. I'm not sure I love animals in zoos. Animals, I kind of feel like animals should be where they should be, and maybe should not be in zoos in some cases.
Yeah, it's like that in Ecuador. In Ecuador, they'll have like a trail you can walk through, and then all the animals are just in their wild natural habitat, which is as long as they're not predators. I mean, that's a
Upgraded the
good
usual.
idea.
Welcome, oh, brother. Good to see you.
I went to this one zoo in Ecuador where they had a lion, and the only thing that was holding it back was chicken wire.
I
I'm
went
like,
to a
no,
place,
I don't want to stay here. We
I
got to
went to
go.
a place in, think it's in North Carolina. It was up there in the mountains somewhere, and they have their zoo set up. And I don't know if I'd even call it a zoo. It's a group of enclosures and various animals. But the people are all in a caged catwalk that walk above the little valleys that goes
Hmm.
top, and the cages are just I can't remember where it was at. I went up there 92 maybe. It was a school trip. Cool as hell. I went when we went to the zoo this last time when I was wearing that rainbow outfit, uh, we went to the clouded leopard exhibit. Have you ever seen a clouded leopard?
I don't think so.
Well, ain't nobody else in that damn place seen a clouded leopard either, because He probably had about 3 square feet and was absolutely invisible. And I was sitting there staring through I must have sat there 20 minutes, and then I saw his ear go, and I'm like, "Oh, he's right there." And 20 people standing there were like, "Where?" I said, "Right here." I could suddenly see. Otherwise, they never did see him as far as I know. But he was
Pretty cool.
absolutely invisible, and I'm losing my earbud, which is pretty cool when you think about it. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, they are the closest thing we have to saber-toothed tigers in the world today. They have the longest canines of any felid in
Hmm.
in relation to body size or skull
And
size.
I know they have enough DNA to bring the saber tooth back.
Why? Why?
I,
Why?
I
Why?
I've heard them talking about it for like years.
Bring me a mammoth steak back. I want a mammoth steak so bad I'm willing to donate genes to it.
Well, yeah, they had that. They had that. They had the woolly mammoth that they took out of the ice, and they had this little rich circle
Probably a
and
dozen now.
actually ate it.
They're still freaking frozen.
Hmm.
I mean, they're popping out almost daily now, all kinds of stuff. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to bring an rock back. I kind of support that concept. Can you imagine a 3-ton steer? 3 tons.
Yeah, yeah. It probably wouldn't taste that bad either.
And people used to kill them with spears. They made a game of it, much like bullfighting today. In
Uh huh.
the elder days, back, Bronze Age and thereabouts, you were not king of your area until you had felled an auroch. Just period. You could pretend, you could run around and play with armies and stuff, but the other kings did not respect you until you had felled an auroch. I don't know that you had to do it alone, but there's a lot of the Bronze Age kings that all propagandize their felling of an auroch in like the early Bronze Age.
Did I see that on 10,000 BC?
You might have an auroch. I don't know that I did see an auroch on 10,000 BC.
It might not have been 10,000 BC. There was a few movies like that. It was one of them.
Yeah, wooden boats leak. A lot of people think boats they float because they're made of wood, or they float because they displace enough water. The reality of the situation on a boat is you float because you pump enough water out that it can't sink. So when you see these boats out there in a horrible, horrible storm that looks like it would be killing people inside the boat, the only thing keeping that boat above the water is the canny steerage of the captain and the pumps. If you lose power in a storm like that, you are so feckin' screwed because you lose your pumps, and that's really what makes a boat float. A big boat, ship.
Well, I don't think there's any pictures of these animals, Freaky Geek, because it was before pictures were made.
There's paintings. You talking about auroch?
Paintings.
Yeah, there's some Greek and or well, Mycenaean and stuff. Let me think on this for a second. Auroch is the ancestor of all cattle. I think that's a bit of a misnomer, but not entirely wrong, because when we did the gene mapping of the auroch, they're related to cattle and bison, so they seem to be something pre-split on that. So saying they're cow is kind of like saying a John boat is a ship. It doesn't quite fit the bill, you know. Let's see
Hey,
here.
did they domesticate these animals for
No,
food, or did they
well,
domesticate them for ease of
all right.
taking care of them?
That's a debatable point because aurochs were never domesticated and hold no notable domesticated genes. There's a few double tandems that seem to derive from a bottleneck that occurred about 140,000 years ago, genetically speaking.
Hmm.
And no one really knows what that's about. We don't know what caused it, but the thought was that human hunting caused it, and that there may have been a short domestication period that failed for some reason, and they repopulated the landscape and became wild aurochs, which seemed to have been more aggressive than the previous wild aurochs, right? But there's no evidence that they were actually domesticated. It's just a genetic bottleneck that looks like a possible domestication. Of course, it could have
But,
been just
but
a disease.
the cattle that we have today, do they make them that way because of flavor or because of ease of taking care of them?
Easily taken care of in almost every case.
So I wonder what these guys taste like.
I bet you they taste fantabulous, son.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm
let's
thinking that too.
hold on.
Because if we were initially drawn to this animal, it's like when you go past a black Angus farm. I'm
Right?
telling you, the whole farm just smells like you could just walk up to one of these cows and just
Slice
take a
off a
bite out of
chunk,
them. I mean,
take
they
a
just
bite.
smell delicious in the field. So I'm thinking that these probably had a similar smell to them.
I don't know, man. Apparently, aurochs had two different types of lifestyles. You had the female, slightly herding lifestyle, where they would raise two or three calves at a time in a group of two or three sisters, right? Which is very similar to the water buffalo, the Cape buffalo in South Africa. But the males were largely like lone runners, possibly in pairs, where they would just run around and terrorize the whole freaking universe. But can you imagine a 4,000 pound side of beef coming at you just
Yeah.
because you were there's this retarded story I read. Can't remember what myth or legend or whatever it came from, but it was about a group of people who had moved into a valley and set up a small outpost to use, like, in the winter months when they go, fur trapping and stuff, right? They didn't live there all the time, just sometimes, and one of the group decided to stay over the summer one summer and ended up running out of the mountains because aurochs had showed up grazing and become offended by the existence of the people in the house. Not the house, because it had been there for several years with no problem. It was the people, like, charged the house, crashed it down because it was, it was just a Stone Age hut, basically. They didn't live there.
Mhm.
All the time. It was just a temporary dwelling, like a yurt or something. I don't know. It's not specific.
Adobe.
Well, for all I know, it could have been a mud hut. I don't remember the description of it. I just remember it not being a permanent structure. I swear that's a Mike Ian story. I read a bunch of those.
I've been getting lazy lately. I haven't been putting out much stuff.
Well, if you're not out there doing it, there's no point in doing it.
Yeah.
You can do what other people do and react to people's content.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've been watching that Georgia Transparency. He's going after these Georgia corrupt bastards pretty damn good.
Yeah,
He
no,
has a he has a he does it better. I'm a little sloppy. He's a little more organized in his maneuvering. He knows what he's doing a lot better than I am.
right.
Than I
Let's see
do.
if they've unsubscribed me again. Apparently.
But between him and Tater Tot, they're both doing things that directly impact what I'm trying to do. So they're like a godsend to me.
Oh, I should say that. Is it a positive impact or a negative impact?
Oh, positive impact. Oh,
Yeah, he went up there as a backup with you one day, didn't he?
what's that?
Tater Tot go with you to
Yeah,
the
he
sheriff's
did.
office?
Yeah, we went down to the sheriff's office with me one day,
That's
and he ended up
yeah.
getting arrested over on school property over at the superintendent's building because he was recording, and he's fighting that now. I haven't heard much from him. He's been laying low lately because of the court case. When that
All
gets
right,
all cleared up, he'll be back out again.
hold on a second. Let me ask this man a question right quick. Arden, do you know if Shades of Dominion has changed his email address? Because I dropped him a link that ain't heard out of him. Actually, I haven't Actually, I probably should have used Discord, huh? I hate Discord. I can't stand it. I can't find nothing, and every time I get settled into Discord, they update something, and I can't find nothing. Drives me crazy. Do you have a Discord?
I don't even know what it is.
It's to say it's like YouTube would be saying that Facebook is like Twitter. It's different. It's a different sort of social media site. It's got its own
Oh,
app and stuff.
Georgia, yeah, he told me about that. He sent me a link to download it.
Yeah, it's really handy for me because I do a bunch of guests, and a lot of people are on Discord, and I can use it for the private, for a private message to send a link or whatever. Um, but it's really annoying because my phone refuses to stop sending me notifications about it, about every fucking thing everyone does, every single message, every single meme, every single yes, no, maybe. I get a notification from Discord. I've been going through and manually turning them off because a couple of y'all, man, y'all need a life. I can't sit around doing that all day, man. I don't know if you got it timed out or scheduled or what. That's dangerous sounding. Have you been playing with the scheduling at all? The
What's
schedule on YouTube, you can schedule a video, upload it in private, and schedule it to be released on a certain time, like a premiere.
I've tried it and I failed.
Don't give up.
I tried to schedule a live, and what I ended up doing was just starting another live.
It takes a little doing. It's one of the reasons I use StreamYard instead of using OBS directly is because when I started trying to figure out how to tie in guests into the streaming, something about streaming with OBS while you're using OBS is a little gimmicky. Doesn't like it. And
Yeah,
so by having StreamYard does most of its stuff off base. Like it's not actually on your computer or on your phone. It's elsewhere. It's just using your camera and your mic, right? So
yeah.
most of
I
the
don't know.
conversation takes place off site. So that fixed that whole problem. I could
Yeah,
suddenly
I wish I was more technical with this stuff. I just,
oh, it's trial and error. It's all
yeah, I'm just so brain dead when it comes to.
me too. Just you just got to beat your head to into the wall. That's just make sure you stare at the wall while you do it. Just beat your head straight.
I
That's what
have
it
to,
takes.
I have to be in the right mood
I,
to
me
sit
too.
down and actually.
There's this one thing I've been trying to do for almost 6 months now, and I've done it by accident twice, and I haven't figured out how I did it to do it on purpose, right? And it is a fade transition. My advanced scene switcher and my scene switcher are both broken on my OBS because when I installed the advanced scene switcher, it didn't work to start with. It never worked. I don't know why it never worked. I did it wrong, maybe. I don't know. But now it says that it's still there, and so my scene switcher and my advanced scene switcher are both fucked. So I've never been able to play with those.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I still can't figure out the. Sometimes I get OBS to work, and sometimes I don't. It takes me about every time I go to it, I feel like I'm going to it like I'm brand new to it. It's like nothing that I've done in the past is
I
actually.
agree. 100%. And they
Yeah,
recently did something really dumb. I don't know why they did it, but they did an update that changes the default theme to a different theme from the original dark mode default, and it makes your buttons like 3 times bigger, and so you can only fit 1/3 of them on the stack, and I must have 60 buttons over here. So when they did that, I was like, "Shit, I can't see but 4 of them. Oh my god, I'm
and
gonna be scrolling up and down forever."
I can't even do a split screen with OBS. It has to be full screen or nothing.
N Okay, don't use, alright, don't screen share window capture. Create a
I'm not.
window No,
I'm
no.
not.
When
I'm
you do,
telling you, it's something they know it's a personal thing. I don't think they want me to use it.
you may just have to uninstall it and reinstall it. It happens sometimes where things just don't line up right. Uh,
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever actually gone live but once on OBS. Every other time I use StreamYard.
Yeah, I did it once. I did OBS once. Successful. I did it a couple of times, but once I did it successfully.
Um, but yeah, when you go to do all right, you have to minimize. You have to make your OBS into a small window, as small as you can, and stick it in a corner, hanging off the edge of your screen, so you know where it's at. And then you have to create a new window and make it a size that you can deal with, and create a source that is a window capture, not a screen share or screen capture or any of the other media sources. None of that. Not a browser source. Not
I think I know what you're talking about.
specifically window capture. Then you can capture that one window and add tabs to it and have whatever list of stuff you want to look at, switch back and forth between it like this, right? And then you take another window capture for my chat. I go and do a total same thing, window capture. I create a
So now,
new
what are
one.
you on right now to do what you're doing?
All right. Okay, so I have my OBS running all of this stuff. Okay, so it's functioning. Hold on, let me hit the right buttons. Like these things.
Uh huh.
That's my OBS, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's my OBS.
Do you have
This
two
over here.
computers going?
No, I have two screens. I have an extra monitor over here, and I use it to hold my StreamYard, my OBS, and that's all of my broadcasting stuff. And then I use my laptop screen to hold my media. So my email's open down here. I've got the pop out chat. Do you know what a pop out chat is?
No.
All right. So when you're in a YouTube video and you scroll down and it's live stream, there'll be this little window with the chat in it. It's got three dots in a corner. Click on the three dots. It'll say pop out chat in the list of things that you can do. And if you pop out the chat, you can close the window that it came from and just read chat and put it anywhere on the screen you want. And then you do a window capture using that, and that's how my chat functions. That's just a different window capture.
Yeah, none of that what you said is going to stick in my head. Not a damn thing. But you know, at least you said some words. I'll remember some of the words that you said, and I'll be able to at least
Yeah. The word window
hone in
capture
on them.
will change your life. If you'll remember that one phrase, window capture, nothing
Window
else.
capture.
Window capture.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, I don't like the screen because the screen gives you like all those multi-rural. Every time I do that one, it gives me like a screen and a screen and a screen.
That's because you're window capturing the screen that you're using your camera on.
Yeah,
Which
that freaks me out.
also, here's another important thing a lot of people don't think of, and they just give up before they work on it. Order of operation is very important. If you do it in the wrong order, you can crash your computer just because you did it in the
Yes.
wrong order. Okay. So when you start, the first thing you do when you launch your computer, you go in and turn off everything in the background that you're not going to be actively using. Right. Once you've got
Mm-hmm.
it all shut down, because I got a lot of stuff that runs automatically on startup so that I don't have to update it and stuff. I can just let it do it. Anyway, I go in to turn all that crap off. And then after it finishes bubbling and percolating, finish doing its startup routine, I launch OBS and I just let it sit there for a few minutes, just kind of chill out and be cool. Right. And then I turn on my virtual camera, make my actual camera start functioning, get it synced into OBS properly, and then I launch StreamYards and verify sound bit by bit as I'm building it in. So I'll come over here when I first tune into StreamYards, I'll verify that this is working.
I don't ever slow up.
Right. Okay, so I got sound and it's showing up on the bar meter in StreamYard. Okay, that's working. Then I come over here and
but like soldiers, you
verify
better
that that's
wake
working.
up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh. Fuck the game
Every
up. Change up,
check
rearrange
everything.
stuff to
And then I add my pop out chat, and then basically the format is built. But when I have this window to start with,
Uh-huh.
I'll link it to a live stream so that it's active and my computer doesn't go to sleep while I'm working on other stuff, right?
Yeah, because when I try to do some like two things at once in OBS, my computer froze.
It depends on
It gave me an error that it actually used up all my CPU.
yeah,
And
well,
this is a new computer too, so I don't know what the hell it needs.
what happened was you created a program Echo.
Uh,
You basically created your own worm to burn out your CPU. You gotta, like I said, order of operations matter. You really have to do it in the right order, or you'll end up in a situation like you're talking about. Like right now, I'm running 3.6% of my CPU is my OBS. If I start mashing buttons over here, it'll go up to as much as 15%. But you can create a folder and save any file that you want to share to OBS and put it in that folder. Uh, and then when you create your source, right, in sources, when you create your source, you can use a media source or a window capture, depending on whether you're going to be using a link or an actual dedicated file on your computer.
I tell you what, this multimedia it takes a lot of juice. It takes
It
a
do,
lot of memory. It takes a lot of CPU. I never realized it took so much.
but I repeat, right now, my OBS, which is running a show actively currently, is running 3.6% of my CPU. That's it. It's not even more. If it wasn't for StreamYard, this thing would go to sleep. But StreamYard's actively doing stuff, and so it stays active. While I while I'm setting up a show, I go to a live stream that I know will be on for the next couple of hours, and I let it play in
Mhm.
the background so that it won't go to sleep. Because as long as it's over there doing something, the computer will just sit and run. Anytime I stand up and walk away, I click over to the live stream so it'll actively refresh and stuff. Like it'll stay fresh, so to speak. If he ever goes to sleep, you're fucking rude. And Mike,
I bought a. Oh, I don't have it here now. I've had it here all week. Hold on a second.
I'm not going nowhere, man. I'm kind of trapped, tied to this thing.
See, I bought a DVD.
Hey, Ardent Party, listen. StreamYards is really easy. It's real easy, and if you're clever, you can do a lot with it. But it also relies a lot on your native. Was that Schoolhouse Rock? That's cool, dude. I haven't seen one of those in
Well,
probably.
I think this is essential for every auditor. Every auditor out there should watch every episode of Schoolhouse Rock.
You're not wrong. That and Conjunction Junction.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is all you need to know to make it in auditing, right
Well,
here.
yeah, party. But what I was saying about that is order of operations matters so much that is the difference between being able to actually do a stream and just repeatedly crashing. Media sources take more mojo to run than a
That's
win
where
a win
that's where mine was a media source
right.
button, and
Also,
I was doing a dual media source, and it didn't like that at all.
all right, another thing you have to do when you go into your settings over here, because eventually you're gonna have to get into your settings and figure out what that stuff does. You don't have
Yeah.
to mess with all of them, but you do gotta play a little bit with your video and a little bit with your audio. You gotta tinker a little bit. You're not gonna be able to help it. But when you get over there, there is something called hardware encoding, or maybe it's software encoding. Anyway, one of them. And I can't tell you the difference in video. Sometimes you use it and sometimes you don't. But there's a little clicky thing that you click and it'll use it when it needs it and doesn't when it doesn't. And
I
if
know. You know what? It has something to do with I think it's a HFM.
well, that's
Uh,
another thing. Listen, here's another thing I do that might actually make a huge difference that I'm not aware of. I every single piece of video that I use on my OBS is edited by the same program and set to the same format, an MP4 format,
yeah, yeah. You see these GoPros, the video quality is too high on them,
right?
and I have it on
No,
standard.
no, sir, no, not for OBS.
Uh,
OBS will do it.
a lot
OBS
of people are
will do it.
using the older ones,
Okay,
the like GoPro 8, 7s and things like
sure,
that.
but
But
I
when
have
you jump up to a 9,
Rebel 3 in here, a Rebel TI3, one of the greatest stream cameras ever devised that was discontinued for ease of use because they wanted people to buy their new camera and not the old line.
uh,
But my wife just happened to have it, and it is glorious. Look at the chocolatey quality of that bad boy. I won't even let it go outside anymore. It's a protected species. But
yeah, it's
as
good.
far as I can tell, OBS will do it. If you get the settings right, OBS will do it. You might be
Yeah,
having
I have to
issue with
fuss with it more.
2 different formats or 2 different pixel sizes or 2 different somethings. Hey, April, welcome to the show, darling. Good to see you. Yeah, those clicky things are buttons, and if you click them and do the right thing, you end up with a show, and if you click them and do the wrong thing, you end up with a brick.
Yeah, and I've been fussing with the Wonder Share too, which is Jeff turned me on to that one, NC Tyrant Hunter,
What does
and
one
it's called Wonder Share. It's a video editing program.
oh, I use Shotcut, and I've got it set to, format everything for MP4 because OBS really likes MP4.
MP4.
Yeah. It I've only had one video, and it's this video, this one that I finally got to work today, uh, that I've ever had a problem with, and it's this one. And for some reason, it corrupted both ends of it, and I only ended up with like a 56-second piece. It was all I could use out of it. The rest of it was
Yeah, but
trash.
you know, Sasquatch on the MP4s, not all MP4s are the same.
No, they're not. But, the if you use your OBS to do your recording and use Shotcut to do your editing, it will record in MP4 and edit in MP4, and your OBS will read it as an MP4 that it made. It's very low usage. When you're using different editors and different filming methods, you're having to put it through different formattings, and the OBS has to look at it and go, "Okay, well, that's a this, that, and the other thing. This is how I play it." When you use OBS to film your stuff and it saves it as an MP4 and then Shotcut uses the MP4 format for the editing, it's all MP4. It's all the same type of MP4. That's setting you also have to go set in your Shotcut. Go pick that particular thing. And it makes it a very low like this thing here. I was only able to save like almost a
Knee
minute.
fix.
Yeah, yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man, it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words and I put
Right. I got I got about I had like 3 minutes of that ship going by, but for some reason, I guess it was very humid or something. That particular video just fragged out, and that's the only 50 some odd seconds that was useful, and so I looped it to make the intermission scene. What else you supposed to do? I don't know. I'm gonna drop the link in chat. I was supposed to do it at an hour, and I forgot.
Who's coming up?
Uh, don't know yet. Apparently, Captain Curmudgeon's doing his Saturday thing, whatever that is. I'm not sure. Um, I need the right buttons. See, that's the thing. There's so many feckin' buttons over here. Where's it at? That one. Copy. Hey, what's truth? Welcome to the show, brother. Um, Copy pasta. By the way, did anybody happen to come in and check the my response video pinned to the top? If you did, I'd like to know because that was human.
Your response video?
Yeah. I got a for people who ask me why I'm trolling or if I'm trolling or whatever. I've got a video that I linked in the pinned comment at the top for the first half of the show. And, it's basically Boxy screaming that she's not trolling.
Boxy.
I don't have a problem with this problem.
No, Boxy's old now.
Yeah, Boxy. Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. It's a tidbit of lost media that whether you love it or you hate it, you know about
Yeah.
it, and I loved it. I thought it was hilarious because I'm Boxy, you see? It's just of
Yeah,
course
you don't. Yeah.
Of course he was trolling. It's obvious. But at the time, that was the big question, is that just her or is she trolling? There was this cult following of people who firmly believed that that was just how she was. Because she did, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 total videos or 10 total videos doing the whole Boxy persona. And I don't
Because
know
you can see someone being like that.
right? Oh, no, I know chicks that are just like that are just as shot out as you can imagine. I can be an astronaut one day if I wanted to.
I don't know.
Re
How do you
really
not
big.
die?
You gonna sit here sucking on that glass dick and tell me you're gonna be an astronaut, a fucking astronaut. Are you shitting me? You, you dropped out of high school in, like, 9th grade. What are you talking about, you cracked out bitch? But, I mean, I didn't say that. I went, "Okay, that's crystal clear." It went on with what we were freaking doing, therapeutic DCR or something. I don't remember. I don't know.
You know, astronauts are not human, right?
I don't give a fuck if they're aliens, man. I don't give a damn. Alright,
Uh,
so here's the thing about astronauts.
All right. Go ahead.
These people are between very, very intelligent and order followers, right? They have to be order followers to get to
Yes.
that stage in their
Yes.
existence, and they
Yes.
have to be intelligent with hand-eye coordination, and so
They're
you
not
can't
human.
push too much of an agenda onto it until before you break it, right? You have to have skilled technicians capable of doing the work that exists that needs doing. Or it's all a fake and they're doing it in underground pools. I can't really wrap my head around one or the other.
But could you imagine being enclosed in an enclosed area with a group of people for a year?
I like my fiction with dragons and spaceships. Yes, I can imagine it. Would I enjoy it? Hell no.
No, no, those people. I'm sorry. That's it's not a natural way to exist. I'm sorry.
I'll buy that. It's not natural. And I love my wife to death. But we're both really, really seriously considering this road trip concept and debating on like pop-up camper, camper trailer, or hotel rooms. No matter how we do it, we're going to be underfoot on each other.
Yeah, try spending an entire year in an 8x8 room with
In
your
a
wife.
locked hotel room.
Yeah,
Bathroom. I'm
food
sorry,
will
a
be
locked
brought to
hotel
you.
room bathroom. You're locked in a hotel room bathroom, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Try that for a year. See if you both come out alive. You know, the chances are one of you are going to be dead by the end of that year. I'm
Hey,
sorry. It's
what's
just
true? How'd you like that title? And how'd you like the picture? Did you see the picture? The thumbnail for the stream? It looks like Sasquatch as the Unabomber. Oh, that's
no.
beautiful. Yeah, I found this thumbnail. I hope it showed. It might have been copyright. They might have stripped it or whatever. Sometimes they show. I got Tom's painting up as my backup thumbnail in the event that I can't use the thumbnail and YouTube decides not to use it. I use the painting as my backup. thumbnail. Seemed like.
Can you put it up?
Maybe.
All right. How long did it take him to paint that?
It can just be crooked. I'm not that.
How long did it take him to paint that?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Yeah, go check out Tom at an abstract look. If you like art, he's got some really neat stuff going on over here. I dig it. And one of the reasons I dig it is because of this. If I remember right, it
How's it
came to
going,
about
guys?
3 hours and
It's
14
me,
minutes.
Tom. For
He
those
got
of
he
you
got
who
it
haven't been to
compressed
this
down to
channel
9
before,
minutes.
welcome. For those of you that have been watching, it's going to be a little different today. I'm sure you noticed I didn't post a video last week. That's because I was out of town.
This is him
then,
painting this
Shortly after
painting.
that, I caught an illness, which
Not a
I've been
print,
fighting
the
back
original.
with hot toddies. But for this video, it's really just going to be a time lapse. I'm probably going to put my Spotify link in the description for the playlist I'm using, so that if you guys want to sort of vibe along, you can. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the first piece that I've done that's my actual non-food related art. I'm planning on.
Oh yeah, no. He started his YouTube channel doing an abstract view of different food items that he bought from fast food restaurants where he would paint the flavors. That's what got me interested. I'm not gonna lie, that crunch wrap was awesome. It was good stuff, man.
Going on an inspiration based off the fall leaves I saw outside my window today in my trees in my front yard. So, yeah, hope you enjoy it.
And yeah, he proceeds to right here in front of you paint the painting that I have behind me on my set. And there's a little bit of a backstory to that. Apparently, I don't know if I misunderstood this or understood it right, but I had asked about it, and he said, "Oh, well, somebody has gotten it," and I was like, "Okay, well, if they happen to, you know, want to sell it, let me know." And he's like, "You want it that bad?" I was like, "If it's available, well, I've got a bunch of other paintings." I was like, "Well, I really like that one." So I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks went by, and he hit me up. He was like, "Hey, do you still want that painting?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "If you can get it, just let me know what they want for it." He's like, "Nah, they wanted a different painting for it. I've got it." And after a little bit of negotiation, I sent him more. He sent me a price, and I just laughed at him and sent him what I was willing to spend on it. And he was like, "Wait a second, that's not what I said at all." I said, "I don't care. Shut up and take my money." Because I wanted this painting. I didn't want a painting. I wanted this one. And he goes through all the different colors and stuff that he uses. Hey, Exile,
Yeah.
welcome to the show.
And people don't realize how much that stuff costs. Just the canvas and the paint and everything. It's
It is
expensive.
nothing beside the skill he wields it with. I'm flummoxed every time because usually when we come in, when he starts his stream, he's like some part of the way through a painting, but sometimes he'll start from scratch and you'll get just the black. Amazing. I don't know how people do that. Of course, then again, people look at me and say, I don't know how you think in 3 different streams at the same time. Because that's basically what OBS is. I'm shutting things down before they can crash and launching things in the background. You know what I mean? It's an active thing. I guess it's kind of like painting with electrons, maybe.
All right.
Okay, well, that was the question. Are all trolls evil? Are you evil by default of being the troll? I had a particular, I don't know if you would call it a moral, but I specifically didn't like the fake recovery channels. And woe to the channel that was grifting on their viewers that I happened to stumble across. Because
Who did that?
me,
No, who did the recovery thing that was fake?
I'm not naming names. Can't you read the bottom? It says all names are redacted. No one cares if you feel victimized.
That's not cool. Doing something like that.
It depends. Some recovery channels start off as gimmicks to get money, and then become real because the people actually decide to do it, right? I can respect this. But if you go more than a couple of months grifting off your viewers, I hope somebody smokes you. I hope they smoke your boots right off. Right off. I have no sympathy for that. And that kinda goes along, there's other things like the face have you ever seen a fake homeless channel? I
No.
had a I had a buddy of mine, that was his big deal is he'd been homeless for like 10 years, and he could spot from a mile away people who were faking it. Apparently, there's this big community of fake homeless people on YouTube.
I even hate thinking it because all that does is make me think like Mexican long hair is bullshitting us.
Uh,
I like to think that everyone is being truthful and honest. I know
do
they're not, but
do
I always think that people are truthful and honest.
do you think that he's not driving his car down Colfax?
No, I think he is.
Do you think that he's not handing out food to the homeless? Do you think that he's
Yes,
not
I think he is. I don't think he's faking.
so he's not trolling. He may
Yeah,
not
no,
be
I don't
following
think he's
through as
faking.
far as
But
you
when- but
would.
when but when I hear that people do, it makes me put everyone in doubt because I try to trust everyone out
Doubt,
there.
doubt, my son, doubt, always doubt, always. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a sad, sad world. It is an imperfect world with imperfect people in it. And these imperfect people are sometimes smarter than you are and sound really dumb. And there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes, like when Joe smoked my boots on my own panel, right? Hit me with some shit. Well, let me prove it. And he pulls it up on Google. Hey Google, you know what I'm saying? Like, bam. Okay, well, let me rephrase myself because I'm slightly mistaken. Let me say it right. My bad. Damn. But that's the thing. That's the difference. My bad. You can never win an argument on the internet. It's
But it's like
impossible.
that one guy. Um, what the hell is his name? He's one of the big guys now. Chili. I can't tell whether this guy is a BS artist because he talks like a cop,
Okay.
and
All right.
he
I'm
acts.
giving you the same shit test that I just gave Mexican long hair. Do you doubt that he's going to these locations?
No,
Do you doubt that he's doing what he says he's doing when he walks up and films these locations?
yeah, kind of.
Kind of. All right. So can you put your finger exactly on why you doubt it?
No,
It I I can kinda give you a hint because it took me about 9 months to parse together why I couldn't swallow what was going on. His videos almost always start about 2 minutes after the trash hits the fan. He's always late to the party. He always shows up after the fact. He's always doing something else when the real stuff started, and then he's coming in and seeing the after effects. If there's any other group effort going on in his hemisphere, he goes there. But that's what people pay him to do. Is it right? Eh. Is he chasing the dollar? Eh. Is it wrong? Eh. He's on
well,
YouTube, and
see that part doesn't even bother me too much.
he's not clueless.
It's his man. It's his lack of humility.
Okay, no, I get it. He straight up told me he wouldn't come on my show because I was a troll, and I said, "Okay." He
He
happened to be
actually
on a
says
panel with
that.
like 6 other people. I wanted to ask him a couple of questions in person, kinda hash it out and see what's what, how my Sasquatch sense works on him and whether or not I get the heebie-jeebie in the word. I didn't know, right? He was on panel with like, I don't know, 3 or 4 previous guests and a couple of guys that I talked to on the regular. And he's like, I know I'm not going to come on your channel because I don't do interviews with trolls. So that's unfortunate.
It's just he always tries to come across as an expert, that he's always trying to teach you something that you don't know something and he does, and he's going to grace you with the answer. Like he's a telemarketer. Like he's trying to sell.
He's selling himself.
A late night commercial. What are those? The power speakers they call them.
Yeah. The motivational speakers.
Thank you. He's like a motivational speaker, not a.
I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is his reaction to people just on the basis of his previous experience with other people. I'm not those other people. I was once those other people, but I choose to use my trolling powers for good. I now use it for humor and content instead of using it to actually attack people. I do not do that. I had an individual previous guest who mistook me and another Sasquatch identity on YouTube, and they had some kind of little beef that went down between them, and she thought it was me playing as 2 different, and I was like, no, that's not the way that happens. Not at all. I did not do that. And it took me a couple months to convince her that wasn't what happened, you know?
Hey, Sasquatch, I gotta go.
Yeah, brother.
Gotta go, bud.
We got about 10 minutes left up here anyway.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for having me up, man.
Yes, sir. Any old time. I am hoping if everything pans out this week and I don't have any major surprises, I'm going to go probably to the aquarium or maybe the zoo again. Haven't been there in a few years. But while I'm up there, I'm going to try to hook up with ATL, and I don't know. I don't eat in public, so we're going to have to do something other than eating. I have to figure that out. I have an intermission tune that I made, and then I have, I think, a new outro tune. I did a bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of stuff, but I really dig this. Hold on, this could be useful. Function. Everything's gonna freeze up now. Watch this. It's all fixing to melt down on me. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna play a little video? Huh? Is it playing? It is not playing. There we go. My computer does this thing sometimes. When I go to pause video, it'll go into a perpetual spinning ring, and it'll just sit there and do that. And I can unpause it, and sometimes it'll play, sometimes it'll stay in that perpetual ring, and you never know whether it's paused or unpaused or whatever. So every time I see that little ring pop up, my gonads clench up inside me a little bit because I'm like, oh no, it's gonna die. Hmm. Okay, so in general, let's end the poll and see where that goes. Are trolls inherently evil? 60% say no, 39% say yes, and a total of 43 votes. Now, I'm of the opinion that depending on the motivation of your trolling is what determines whether it's evil or not. Because honestly, when it comes down to it, it's really results that people care about. So if you've got a channel that you think is dangerous, use the report system. That's what it's there for, right? But if somebody's just being an asshole, just dislike them like all the other people do. Hate watch them, dislike their video. Maybe they'll get the point. If you're a content creator and you decide to do a video about them, just be prepared to reap the whirlwind. If you're going against somebody that has, 500,000 subscribers, there's liable to be 30 people in there that are willing to drop 60 profiles on you. You'll jump up 40 subscribers in like 2 days or overnight or something. You won't know where they came from or why. It's just a mystery. And then you'll have bunches of people in your chat. They'll all be chatting up all kinds of weirdness. And it won't make no sense at all. And okay, well, I like viewers. I'll just let them view away. It'll be okay. And next thing you know, you lose 30 subs or you lose 30 people out of chat. That could be soul crushing for a narcissistic content creator who thinks they're finally caught on. Oh, they don't like me no more. I don't know. Um, there's just a bunch of different ways. I mean, nefarious ways that rogue mods can function. You don't even have to be a mod in a chat to have a negative effect on chat without actually being negative. You can just be slightly abrupt and aggressive, and people just won't show up because you're slightly abrupt and aggressive. That's why I started this channel completely abrupt and absolutely aggressive. Because we're not trying to be a special. All we really want is the button to work. Work button, work. Wrong banners. It's this thing. See? Because we're high yield, mediocre, and aggressively average around here. We're not exactly trying to break any records. I like records. We should keep them. Um, uh, ATL has a very odd sense of humor, and it takes a little while to get to where you can actually. How about that one? Y'all like that one? Because that's the other side of the page, right? You've got your trolls out there that were like me that had a particular reason. And then you have people sometimes that just pick you out of the lineup because you misspelled the word truth with an F. Does there have to be a reason? No. Are they all completely insane? Not exactly. Another good example, car thief news. I was kind of trolling on Jeff a little bit, NC Tyrant Hunter, and I dropped into his chat, his comment section on a video, and was like, "Just here chasing the clout, bud." And car thief jumped right on my face head, talking about, "Well, why would he need to chase clout off of you? There's no need for it." I was like, "Exactly. That's why I'm here chasing clout off of him." you know. And car thief was like, "You're not your average troll, are you?" I said, "Nope, retired." And that's kind of where this stream came from, was the conversation I had on a panel. He might have been a part of that. I think he was in chat on that panel. And people were asking, well, why would you troll someone? And I laid out a list about long as your arm, because they're doing this, that, some other stuff. It's not always because of just plain petulant evilness. There is some nefarious involved in it, no doubt, in every case. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Just let everybody say whatever they want all the time? Can't do that. That'd be downright American. This ain't America. This is YouTube. Keep that in mind. Yeah, because it's fun. I get that. That's where it all started. I mean, back in the 90s and early 2000s, it was message board trolling where you would go and pretend to actually be a Sasquatch and try to convince everybody in there that you were. That's old school, baby. You know, like pre-furry days. Like, they didn't even exist. You just had a few horse girls in high school. That was as close you got to furries. Maybe a few wolf girls too. Yeah, Carthy's great. He's not exactly all got all his pasta in the same bowl, but he's awesome. He's better for it, I think. I think he may have been a slightly more aggressive person before his brains got scrambled. I was a much more aggressive person before my brains got scrambled. My head injury improved my personality by leaps and bounds, but it also made me completely incapable of taking shit seriously. Just can't do it. It's not worth it. But okay, so that's 2 hours of Sasquatch. And y'all, I don't know. I may have missed some questions. PC audits, welcome to the show, buddy. I probably missed some. Sig 357 beats 9 millimeter. One day I will say that name right. I'll actually get it out. I promise I'll do it one day. But I'm gonna do my new little yeah, okay. I just got an email. That's cool. Checking in with I think I just broke my microphone. Look at this. That's no good. That's absolutely horrible. All right, I appreciate y'all coming by. Don't let the man get you down. I'm gonna give you a little bit of an exit strategy.
Hey, she was a cutie in a sundress. I told her I just had to confess. I got a crush on you, darling. Them long tan legs got me falling.